I know when I saw it, I thought, oh my God, we almost don't need to call it apocalypse because it's now. The same problems are now. And we're all fighting for, in a way, we're just fighting to be alive at this point.
Hello there. I'm here to show you a wonderful place.
We are in Mexico. We are very fans of Fallout.
Oh,
There's a lot of fans of the video game, and now it's a lot of fans of the series. Yes, the first thing I want to ask you is, what about this project grabbed your attention to be there?
so when I talked, Jonathan Nolan and I had a meeting, and also with the writers Geneva and Graham. So we had this meeting, and because he created Westworld, I already knew he could do this, obviously, but he described also that this had humor. It also had it went back in time, back and forth, and for me, because Moldaver is, you question who she is at the beginning, and then you start learning things as it goes along. It made it exciting because I thought, okay, I'm going to go into this and people are going to be confused and then they're going to find out. And I like that. I like ambiguous. And I think it was mainly just wanting to work. I've never done a big apocalyptic, you know what I mean? I'm often in domestic things or Sex and the City, which is much more glam, but I've never done dirty and held guns. And I think once in your life, you just want to do it. And because it was Jonathan Nolan, I knew that I'd be in a good level.
How is working with Jonathan Nolan as director?
First of all, it made me so happy. So I know Jonathan can control a big set. I also know he's very intelligent, but he's also a good director when he talks to you. When you're doing something, some directors are brilliant, but it's hard for them to communicate. Jonathan uses like 6 words and tells you something and you know what to do. I was really impressed by that. It made the acting easier. I loved it.
How is working with Kai McLachlan and Ella Purnell? How was working with them?
First of all, she's got this British accent. She's really normal. And sometimes I think the people who make it to the top are the most normal people. I love her. She's very funny. She needs a lot of hugs all the time. I just love her. Very normal girl. And Kyle is like, I would like to be Kyle because Kyle has a way of talking and you think you're in a normal conversation, but his humor is like from the Twilight Zone. I don't know who Kyle is. No matter how much I get to know him, I love him. He's very unique.
How do you think that this series, or all the world of Fallout, reflects the world when we are now?
I know. When I saw it, I thought, oh my God, we almost don't need to call it apocalypse because it's now. The same problems are now. And we're all fighting for, in a way, we're just fighting to be alive at this point. Before it was always like, you're fighting for this, you're fighting for that. But the world is such a mess that sometimes you're just like, do I need a vault? You know what I mean? You don't know. Mm-hmm. So the show, when you shoot a show, it takes another year to come out. And sometimes you think, oh, I hope the politics reflect. The way the world is going now, I mean, this is going to always reflect. Yeah, obviously.